Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. We're going to make some headband wild rice with Chad. All right, first thing you need to do is get some mushrooms. You cut them up, put them into a pan, then you're going to hit them with some avocado oil, and you're going to brown them up, but don't overdo them. All right, that's the key because they're going to cook in the crock pot. Then you're going to get your pound of ground beef and start browning that up as well. And later on, you're going to use some Newski's bacon. I'm from Wisconsin, best bacon around. So then just work up the ground beef, just get it brown, don't overdo it. Same with the mushrooms. I'm going to try to show off here and do a flip. Boom. Bam! Look at that. It was actually 10 feet high, you just couldn't see it. All right, now you're going to go through, you're going to get 2 cans of wild rice to each can of cream of mushroom. I usually do 6 cans of wild rice. One other thing that's important is after you get the wild rice open, make sure you get the juice out of there. You don't want all that juice, you just want the rice. If there's a little bit of moisture in there, that's okay. So then what you're going to do is take those cans and just start pouring them into the crock pot. Everything just goes into the crock pot, easiest meal in the world. So let's look at our ground beef. Looks like it's browning up, a little bit of pink, but again, that's going to cook. What I do is I take that ground beef and dump it out onto some paper towel to get rid of all the grease. Then I take that, that looks kind of cool with the steam. All right, put that into the crock pot as well with the wild rice. Looking at the mushrooms, they look pretty good, not overdone, just a little bit of brown. You can dump that in there with all the extra juice. If there's a little extra, that's not a big deal. So do that. Now we're gonna work with our Newski's bacon. Again, from Wisconsin, best bacon in the world. If you have it at your store, I would highly recommend it. Great camera work because I'm trying to do 2 things at once. Apologize about that. So put the bacon in there, then start browning that bad boy up on low. As soon as you get that to kind of a crispy state, that's when you can take it out and cut it up. Important thing, stay hydrated with caffeine the day before Thanksgiving. Very important. At any rate, okay, so I opened up all those cans so you didn't have to see the wild rice and all the cans of cream of mushroom soup. You basically just dump everything in there. Take your time doing that. The hardest thing to do, obviously, is the cream of mushroom because that kind of sticks to the bottom of the can. I don't show it on here, but I usually go in there with a spatula and get everything I can out of there. Let's check on the bacon. One thing here that's important, make sure that you get it nice and crispy because we're going to cut it up and then just dice it and throw it inside the crock pot for flavor. Next thing we're going to do, grab an onion. Usually use a full one. I only had 3/4 of one. Obviously make sure you take off the outer side and then just cut it up, slice it up into nice chunks, and then we're going to toss that as well into the crock pot. Make sure you use proper cutting technique. See how my fingers are in front of the knife? Very important. I've cut myself in the future or in the past. There we go. Got it in nice sized chunks. We're going to take that bad boy over there, put it into the crock pot. Now we got ground beef in there. We got mushrooms. We got cream of mushroom. We got our wild rice in there. We're still working it. Where's our bacon? Let's go work on that. Where the heck is the camera going? All right, there we go. Now we're going to take this bacon out. See how it's nice and crispy? I'm going to start throwing these other bad boys in there as well. All right, what we're going to do now is we're going to take that already done bacon and we're going to cut it up into small little chunks so that we can put it inside of the crock pot and then move it around and give it flavor with everything else that's in there. And then when it sits over the course of a day in the crock pot, it will really help spice that bad boy up. Another thing that we're going to do is we're going to add Worcestershire sauce. No specific amount. I just kind of feel this, drizzle it over the top. As you taste it over the course of the next day, if you need to add some more, do so. A couple extra spices I put in. Cayenne pepper. I sneaked that one past my wife, by the way, because she doesn't like the hot stuff. And I also put on a little black pepper. So just sprinkle that in there. Again, no specific amount, just enough. Don't start on the low side so you don't get it too hot, but a nice little spice is always good. All right, we're to the final step. We're just gonna mix it up. Now, one other important thing I didn't put in here because I forgot I gotta go to the grocery store yet, is I usually put in 1 jalapeno pepper. I really dice that up nice and put that in there as well. It usually tastes very good, so don't be afraid to throw that in there or anything else you want. It's kind of a big goulash. And then basically we're gonna put it in the crock pot, turn it on low. I usually leave it on low for 2-3 hours the first day, and mix it around and then put it in the refrigerator. And then on Thanksgiving morning, you just put it on low, let it sit there, stir it once in a while, and enjoy the magic. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone.